Good morning, REV investors, Revlon investors. I just want to give you a very, very important update and my thoughts. So please watch this before market open all the way to the end, guys. It's crucial you know what's going on here. Don't get scared because I'm still in my position. In fact, I'm even more bullish because I realize just how screwed that the market makers and hedge funds are in this play. It's literally just as crazy as red boxes in my eyes, and you need to know what's going on. I'm going to give you an Ortex update along with my thoughts on what I'm seeing in the options chain. So please like and subscribe if you haven't already so that I can get these important updates out to you ASAP. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Please remember that nothing I say is financial advice. It is my opinion and what I see going on in the market. Let's get into it. All right, guys, I just wanted to show you how the price action from yesterday was because shorts continued to short REV, and I'm sure in the process scared off a lot of retail investors that thought, oh shoot, I better get out of this. But guys, the numbers just keep getting better here, and honestly, they're looking like red box type situation with the cost to borrow currently averaging 590.76% and the max at 827.66%. Guys, that's insane interest. Absolutely crazy. I mean, think about if you had to pay that on your car. If every year your, $50,000 car loan cost you another $100,000 in interest or more. I mean, that's just insane. Absolutely insane. For every dollar, actually, it would be a heck of a lot more than that. Sorry, early, my math is not good. For every dollar you borrowed, each year you had to pay 827% interest. $827 per dollar that you borrowed. Guys, please put that into perspective here. They are spending millions of dollars to short this, and the amount that it's costing them per day, they are not going to be able to keep going on like this without making a decision to cover their losses soon, because they can't afford to keep doing this, guys. It's all a matter of numbers. We just need to put that pressure on. That's it. That's all it's going to take to drive them out of this and to make REV run. These shorts, they are trying to bankrupt Revlon. It is their goal, just like it was with AMC, GME, Redbox. If it weren't for Revlon filing bankruptcy, retail probably wouldn't have been aware of the situation. Just like if it weren't for CSSE buying out in a horrible merger agreement, Redbox, nobody would have known about that situation either. And I would have been still screaming that, since October without people paying attention. But guys, there's people to pay attention in both of these plays. And we're talking about Revlon right now. But the current short interest is 72.64% of the free flow, guys. That's crazy. And this is another stock with a very, very tiny free float. And I've been trying to figure out what's going on with that because I have some concerns regarding the options. Because if you look, the current short interest is 3.82 million shares, which is 72.64% of the float. Guys, I'm seeing that this float is anywhere between 8 million to 7.6 million, okay, shares. And I'm guessing it's under 7 million shares. So I just want to bring up some concerns regarding the options play on this, because I'm telling you, these market makers make their own rules, and, not to scare people away from options, more like to tell you, if you're going to get in, you better get in while the going's hot, because they could pull another red box here and take away that options buying button, because they added weeklies this week, which didn't exist before. This stock only had monthly, and again, don't think that they're doing you any favors when they're adding to that options chain, because this, in my opinion, since the free float, I believe, is more in the 5 point something million, under 6 million, which would make it in a similar situation to Redbox, where it shouldn't even have options on it, guys, yet they created an option chain because they're up shit's creek without a paddle. Excuse my language, but that's the reality of the situation. And what did they do? The stock, they drove it down yesterday with those weekly option chains. I'm pretty sure of it, and increasing their short position. But be aware, I wouldn't be surprised if some memo comes out on, again, those brokers that we all need to get away from, that do payment for order flow, i.e. Robinhood, Webull. I don't know if TD Ameritrade does, but TD Ameritrade tends to also like to take away that buy button, guys. So be careful, because they could pull that same crap with options in Revlon. But the difference is, and why they may not do it, is that Revlon filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, which just means restructuring of the company, guys. It doesn't mean that they want to close the doors. This company's been around for a very, very long time. And obviously, when people were wearing masks and not leaving their houses, who the heck was worrying about buying makeup and putting it on? What? To prance around your house? I mean, maybe if you're newlywed and trying to, impress your husband. But guys, come on now. People were not spending their money on makeup during the pandemic because they were hiding behind a mask. And as a woman, let me tell you what happened when you wore lipstick with a mask. It was nothing but a sticky, nasty situation. And after doing it a few times, and especially if you didn't have one that was really good about staying on your lips and not, going onto the mask and smudging all over your face and making you look like a clown, trust me, you were not wearing lipstick during the pandemic. So, I mean, people were not buying makeup the way that they were, guys. And a lot of women stopped coloring their hair because they couldn't go to the hairdresser, and those at-home kits just destroy your hair, in my opinion. I know tons of people use them, and I'm sure Revlon makes a ton of money on it. But, guys, again, nobody cared about their looks during the pandemic. Unless they were single and maybe online virtual dating or something, most people didn't care. A lot of people, saved their money and didn't bother. I don't know what to tell you, but I don't think Revlon's going anywhere. In fact, there's, like I said, Reliance is considering the acquisition of them, according to the rumors. So whether or not they choose to go with that option or they choose to stay in business is a whole other thing. But I wanted to bring you an update regarding the short interest and my warning. Guys, I think this is an excellent play. I haven't sold out of it because, like I said in my last video on Revlon, REV has not even gotten started yet, and we can tell that by the fact that the short interest continues to rise, the cost to borrow continues to rise, and doesn't even need to continue to rise, guys. It's through the roof, but don't be surprised if, over the next couple of days, we see it get to the same thing as Redbox, over that 1,000% for the cost to borrow max. Wouldn't surprise me one bit, guys. But be prepared, because this play could produce a lot of money and you don't want to miss out. But always protect your investments. Nothing I say here is financial advice. I just want to bring awareness to the situation, what I see going on in the options chain, and what my concerns are. Again, I haven't sold, I'm not selling, and I'm probably going to be adding some more. All right, guys, I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and there's a lot of money to be